Dyson. Welcome to English today. Okay, before we start, you will need a pencil and some lined paper for this lesson. So pause me and go and get that. Then we're going to be practicing our text map. Okay, so you're going to join in with me. Right. You ready? How to trap a giant. You will need a spade, comma, some leaves, and some meat. Full stop. 1. First, comma, quietly dig a very large and deep hole. Full stop. 2. Next, comma, carefully scatter some leaves over the hole to cover it. 3. After that, comma, cautiously put some meat at the bottom of the hole for the giant to smell. Full stop. 4. Finally, comma, the giant will not be able to resist and will fall into the hole to eat the meat. Full stop. Extra tips. Keep well hidden as giants like to eat small children. Full stop. Be careful not to let the giant escape. Full stop. Well done, year 1. That was really, really good. I hope you joined in with all the words and all the actions. Okay, let me share my screen with you so we can get started. There it is. Right. Our learning objective today is, can I write the instructions for how to trap a giant? Your turn. Fantastic. Okay. Before we start, let's recap on some sounds, okay? Can you tell me what this one is? Good. Or. Fantastic. What's this one? Air. This one? I. And this one? Ooh. Great. Well done. Now, before we do our writing, we need to talk about what our text map has that we need to include. Whoopsie. We need to include to make a good piece of writing. Okay? So, the first thing that we need, and it's at the top of our story map, our text map, isn't it, is our list. So we've learnt what a list is, haven't we? And we've learnt where the commas need to go. Yeah? So make sure you include your list, okay? The next thing, what have we learnt over the last couple of weeks? Oh, I know. We've talked a lot about time conjunctions, haven't we? So we've got first, comma, next, comma, after that, comma, and finally, comma. Those are our time conjunctions. Those are important to include as well. Okay, we've also talked about adverbs, haven't we? And those adverbs are words to describe how we do the action, aren't they? So we've got quietly, carefully, and cautiously. Okay? Fantastic. And the very last thing that we already know is, well, 2 things. We need our numbers. We need to make sure we've got our numbers in there. We also need to make sure we've got our capital letters, finger spaces, and full stops. Okay, I'm going to be looking for all of these things in your piece of writing. Okay, so now we've remembered that, let's get started. Can we write our instructions on how to trap a giant? Remember, we're not copying the text map that I've just shown you. We're not copying this. We are using our own brains and nobody else to sound out those words and write the whole text map, okay? But you can use your sound mats. So they were definitely in your emergency packs, but if you do not know where they are, take this opportunity to take a picture of these sound mats that I'm showing you so you can use the sounds at home. So there's the second one. And there's the last one. Okay, so go back and pause me and take pictures if you need those, because you're only going to be using your own brain and the sound mats. Mums and dads, please don't help with this. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. Let me tilt you that way a little bit. Can you see the cupboard? That's where I'm going to be writing. Okay, I've lost my red pen. Let me just get it. Okay, I'm going to start us off and then you're going to keep writing until you finish the whole thing. Okay, so how to trap a giant. We can copy that off our story map. I don't mind you copying that bit. So how, finger space, to, finger space, trap a giant. You see the whole thing on the screen? Yeah, perfect. You're gonna, if you want to underline it, I'd use a ruler. I don't have a long enough ruler. Okay, how to trap a giant. What's the next line? You will need. Okay, you is a red word. So capital letter, you. You, finger space, will. Ooh. I know that one. Ooh. You will need. 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 You will need. Remember your actions too to help you out. Colon. You will need. Oh, what was next? Let's just check our story map. A spade, comma, some leaves and some meat, full stop. So, a spade. Next line. Capital letter, a finger space, spade. Ooh, spade. That sounds to me like our split diagraph A. So let's try it. A, d, spade, comma, must remember, some leaves. So some is a red word. Some leaves. Leaves. Spade, some leaves, and we know and is a red word, don't we? And some is a red word. Some meat. Eat, meat. Full stop. Great, I've got the first sentence down. I'm going to do one more sentence with you, and then you're going to write the rest of it on your own, okay? Try and do what I'm doing and talk the story out loud to yourself to check that you've got all the words in there, okay? Okay, so number one. Capital letter. First. First, comma. Quietly. Quietly is tricky, so I'll help you with that one. Quietly. Let me start from the whole sentence just to make sure I've got it. One. First, comma, quietly dig. Firstly, quietly dig a very is a red word, very large, 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 and deep, 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 deep hole. Full stop. Great. Now, I'm just going to check that before I carry on to make sure I've got all the words in there. So this is what you're going to do too. You need to check your sentences as you're writing them. So, how to trap a giant. You will need, colon, a spade, comma, some leaves and some meat, full stop. Yeah, got everything in that sentence, haven't I? One. First, comma, quietly dig a very large and deep hole, full stop. I'm happy that I have all my capital letters, all my full stops and all my finger spaces. Okay, I'm also happy that I've got my time conjunction and I've got quietly, haven't I? I've got my adverb. So I'm happy with that first sentence. So I'm now going to send you to go and write all of that and the rest of the whole text map, okay? If you need to do it in more than one session, that is okay, but please make it your best work. Now, if you're not feeling too confident with that and you would like to stay on for a quick hold a sentence to practice, then stay on, okay? So our sentence is going to be, dig a deep hole. Dig a deep hole. Great, so I'm going to need your help for this. Let's get a bit closer to the wall. Okay. Dig. So, how many sounds are there in dig? Oh, did I say that if you don't want to stay for this whole sentence and you think that you can write the story map, off you go and write the whole thing now. You can stop the video, okay? If you would like to stay on with me and we'll do a whole sentence first, okay? Dig. D-I-G. How many sounds are in dig? Good. 3. Fantastic. So, D-I-G. Dig. Dig a deep hole. We know A is a red word, don't we? Dig a deep. Could you sound out deep for me? Deep. How many sounds did you get? 3? Good. D, E, P. D, E, P. Dig a deep hole. So, hole. How many sounds are there in hole? O, ooh. Sounds like our split digraph hole, O. So, O, ooh. Full stop. Okay, so that is your hold a sentence. If you'd like to practice that, write that sentence first, and then I'd like you to be brave and write at least part of our story map, okay? I don't mind if you're not brave enough to do the whole thing, but I would like you to try at least the first bit, that much, okay? And post your work onto Tapestry. Fantastic work, year one. I will see you soon. Bye.